Welcome inside the Grant Center, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Heath Behringer, joined by Chris Richmond here on the Averett Sports Network. And we've got a battle of the pride of Greensboro College and your Averett University Cougars. The pride coming in on the year 14-15, one game below 500, 6-9 in the USA South. The Cougars an impressive 20-7, 10-5 in the USA South. And Chris, Cougars looking to get back on track here, keep those standings up in the USA South. It should be a good one. The Greensboro Pride up some more than usual, but should be a pretty good game.
Yeah, it should be a really good game. You know, Coach Danny Miller's coming in this one in his 27th season. 14 conference championships, you know, his legacy here at Averett University. But like you said, just trying to get his girls on track, you know, coming off 2 back-to-back years where they won a conference championship, one in the regular season, another one in that kind of COVID weird season in the spring. Just trying to get his girls back on track. You know, the conference is loaded right now with teams. You know, you got 4 teams in the same side of the conference that can really go for that #1 spot. So it's been kind of weird. You know, a couple players to watch. You know, got number 6 Sarah Shropshire for the Cougars. Has 293 kills. Lead the team 8 kills. And you also got Aaron Gray as well. You know, the liberos really holding in for the defense for the Cougars. Another player to watch as well. So that's a little bit for the Cougars here before this one tonight.
Yeah, and you were talking about it. I mean, the USA South has been just about everywhere this year. We're going to take a look at some Greensboro players. We'll start with their head coach, Kevin Troop. In his 4th season with the Pride, really got them kind of hitting their stride here of late. And there's his record all-time for the Pride. The player we're going to take a look at is number 8, Mackenzie Norris, a junior setter from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Obviously, see there the stats in the USA South. She's got 799 assists on the year. That's 7.54 assists per set, and that's who leads the Pride as we're about to get ready for this match here inside the Grant Center. We'll send it away for a few breaks as the starters get announced. The national anthem is underway. We'll be right back for first serve here on the Averett Sports Network between the Pride and the Cougars.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
Singers. let's meet tonight's teams. First, the reserves for the visiting tribe. Number 0, Sabrina Kerr. Number 2, Maddie Haywood. Number 3, Barrett Davis. Number 4, Katrina O'Neill. Number 6, Lauren Cuckey. Number 7, Abby Hancock. Number 12, Krista Bradley. Number 13, Kyla Schnape. Number 18, Natalie Rosinski. And now the starters for Greensboro. Number 5, Rosanna Espinoza-Voss. Number 8, Mackenzie Norris. Number 9, Lauren Mantell. Number 10, Haley Stout. Number 14, Carly Euler. Number 17, Jane Brobel. And number 20, Sarah Oakes. Head coach for the prize, Kevin True. And now let's meet the reserves for your Cougars. A freshman from Davidson, North Carolina, number 1, Rachel Retta Jessic. A sophomore from Keechwort, Tennessee, number 2, Mackenzie Compton. A sophomore from Trauma, North Carolina, number 7, Skyline Oswald. A freshman from Roxborough, North Carolina, number 8, Kaylee Gentry. A junior from Collinsville, Virginia, number 9, Jessica Bean. A sophomore from Danville, Virginia, number 11, Sarah Marlowe. A senior from Nightdale, North Carolina, number 13, Devin Lassiter. A senior from Danville, Virginia, number 14, Bray Cavazzoli. A sophomore from Statesville, North Carolina, number 16, Destiny McIntosh. Freshman from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 20, Jillian Erickson. And a senior from Greenville, North Carolina, number 23, Samaya Mango. And now let's meet and greet the starters for your University Cougars. A junior from Greenville, North Carolina, number 3, Lauren Montran. A senior from Wilmington, North Carolina, number 6, Sarah Shropshire. A sophomore from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 10, Erin Gray. A freshman from Monroe, North Carolina, number 12, Carly Deason. A junior from Cornelius, North Carolina, number 15, Morgan Barnes. A freshman from Danville, Virginia, number 19, Kinsley Stevens. And a sophomore from Monroe, North Carolina, number 22, Emma Nash. The Cougars are coached by Danny Miller. He's assisted by Madison Dennis and Mackenzie Miller. Athletic trainer for the Cougars is Maria Choa.
Welcome back inside the Grant Center. Heath Behringer joined by Chris Richmond. Starting lineups all done from Drew Wilson. National anthem out of the way, and teams are ready to rock and roll. The 14-15 Pride of Greensboro, 20-7 Cougars, 10-5 USA South play, 6-9 for Greensboro. Ready to square off here tonight. And Chris, like you talked about a little bit before the match, I mean, this USA South this year, it has been a jumble. I mean, the first year, Knights of Southern Virginia coming in and making some noise. Looks like they're going to be the 1 seed, and then everything after that, I mean, everybody just kind of beat everybody up.
Yeah. I know here a few weeks ago here, you know, we started doing that conference matchup here, and we got to broadcast the number 1 seed Averett Cougars versus number 2 seed Southern Virginia, but they were right next to each other, and that was a tough one. And that started out with Averett beating Southern Virginia, and then it just kind of went from there. You know, Meredith coming into the conversation, along with William and Peace coming in as well. So that just really shook up the conference, and for a few weeks there, and still now, you know, it's kind of in anybody's hands when you look at it.
It really is, and it does look like that Southern Virginia is going to be the 1 seed. There's a chance for Meredith if they win out, which this Saturday there's a tri-match here. NC Wesleyan and Meredith will come here to Danville, and the last game of the year is going to be the Cougars and the Avenging Angels of Meredith, and that'll be a chance for Meredith to have a share of the conference with SVU, and the Cougars will look to play spoiler as we're underway here in the Grant Center. Decent up to get that free ball over, and has to send the free ball back over to the Pride. And Mackenzie Norris, the player to watch we talked about pregame, sets up the Pride. Now Montran for the Cougars. Partially blocked, dug up by the Pride back line. Now out wide and a kill. Carly Euler gets the first point of the ball game. She'll go back to serve. And Nash in the middle. Hand on it by Oaks, it looks like, for the Pride. Back set to Shropshire from Stevens. Dug up by Norris. Nice job by Stevens to dig that up. And Shropshire with a full approach. Nice job by the front line of the Pride. A dump from Norris, and Nash gets a hand on it. Montran sends a free ball over. Quick set to the middle from Norris, and not on the same page there, Chris. I'll send back Lauren Montran. Deason checks out as she plays back row for Zamaya Mangum. Deason on the year, averaging 2.39 digs per set. Pretty nice from a freshman to come in and get big minutes at the back row as Norris called for two hands. And Cougars back out in front.
And then, like what you were just saying about the freshman Carly Deason, it's like Cougars always, had that one freshman or a couple freshmen come in and make those strides for the Cougars, coming and putting up those minutes. And it's like, it goes back to like we always talk about, Coach Danny Miller, like we mentioned before, 27 seasons under his belt, 14 conference championships. Obviously, he knows what he's doing when it comes to recruiting. And that's been, the recipe here for the Cougars is coming to get those freshmen in. And this year it has been Carly Deason.
Sarah Oaks there for the Pride, puts that one into the net. And the Cougars out to a 3-2 lead. But you're right, it really likes to develop freshmen. Obviously, Aaron Gray serving now, came in last year. As soon as I say that, she serves it out of bounds, but came in last year. They needed to fill that role of the libero spot. Micah Patterson was a senior. She had played libero the year before that, but they were looking for her to help out on some other spots. That wasn't her original position when she came to Averett. And Aaron Gray came in and really filled that spot for Danny Miller and that squad last year. And she's obviously still doing a great job this year. Back set to Shropshire from Stevens. Shropshire cross court, dug up nicely by Lauren Kunk. And now Mangum with a swing. Libero Lauren Mantle there for the Pride. That one swung into the net from Haley Stout.
And another freshman I forgot to mention as well is the setter Kinsley Stevens, coming in, and she's been really, really good for the Cougars. I believe 2 weeks in a row she won out Rookie of the Week for the Cougars, so she's been making her strides as well and filling a much-needed spot for the Cougars with Mackenzie Miller, now coach.
Yep.
Filling in that spot at the setter position.
Two hands called again on Norris, and Compton, the lefty, sends it over. Mangum blocked that tip from Norris. I thought it didn't get over, Chris.
It didn't look like it got over, but.
Kill there from Mangum. Nice set out wide from Norris. Dug up by the back row of the Cougars. Mangum with a tip.
That tip. Last kill, I'm pretty sure you could have heard that from every spot in the Grand.
Tip there from Barnes, and the Pride get a kill. And I'll send back Haley Stout to serve for Greensboro. Montre on the serve receive. Compton to Barnes in the middle. Barnes down.
Huge player right there for the Cougars, coming in and making a monster kill right there. Kind of killing the little little drive that they had right there with a couple points, and really put the hammer down on the nail right there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Sometimes these Cougars, they've They've struggled in set number 1, or really any set, just getting out to a hot start, and nice job getting off to a good start here in this first set. Mangum with an ace. That one looked like it was going to float out of bounds and just died at the back line.
She sniped that back corner right there. I thought that one was out, but she caught the very back part of that corner, and that was a good-looking ace right there for the Cougars.
Floats that one up. Norris back set, and that one put down. That one from Jade Vrobel, a sophomore from West Virginia.
A lot of action so far early on in this first set.
Gray on the serve receive. Deason has to bump it over to Montran, and Montran sells it out of bounds.
It's like all these hits so far right there, either on the line or right outside the line. It looks like they could go either way.
Flirting with disaster. Libero serve for the Pride. Montran on the serve receive. Compton back set to Barnes. What a set. And nice job by the Pride to keep it alive. Lauren Mantle has to send it over now. Barnes. Free ball for Pride here. Set in the middle and rolled from Oaks. Out wide to Montran. Kill.
The Cougars kind of ran off with one right there. Looked like Mackenzie Compton right there kind of had a wrong read on the ball, was able to get her hands down and play the ball off the net, and it really saved the Cougars right there. I thought the ball was going to drop down and it was going to be a point for Greensboro, but they was able to get it up and eventually get the kill by Lauren Montran right there.
Kill there for Greensboro. Nice way to answer. Christy Brantley, a freshman, puts it down, and field goal lead now for the Cougars. Gray on the serve receive. Compton, nice job to keep it off the net. Nash wasn't ready. A pass from Gray led Compton a little closer. That'll send back Mackenzie Norris to serve once again. Big block by Nash and Beam, I believe that was. That was Sarah Marlowe, excuse me, but Cougars get the kill, and Stevens checks back in along with Shropshire. Stevens, the freshman, sends it over. And a nice play by Norris just to keep it alive. Nash in the middle, partially blocked, diving effort from Muller. And Ponce now sends it over. Gray out to Shropshire. That one blocked, but kept alive. Stevens out to Montran. Montran with the tip and finds the hardwood.
Cougars doing it the hard way right there. It almost looked like Greensboro hit the ball out of bounds right there, but number 3, Lauren Montran, played it, but they just took the long ball, got the point anyway, so.
And those are tough earned points. Stevens sends it over. And Montran puts it down. What athleticism. Adjusts her body and just sends it over. Almost looked like Patrick Holmes back there. No look. Sidearm put it down. Timeout Greensboro. Cougars lead 14-8 in set number 1.
Being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot. Just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
Welcome back inside the Grand Center. I'm Heath Banger, joined by Chris Richmond on the Averett Sports Network. Kinsley Stevens sends it over. Back underway after the Greensboro timeout. Pont swings, Grays there. Back set to Shropshire, and Shropshire gets the kill.
Something we've been seeing from Sarah Shropshire all year. Like I mentioned before the game, leading the Cougars with 293 kills. And I believe she's top in the conference in kills as well. She's been a real leader for these the Averett Cougars. And, whenever they're in doubt, whenever they're behind, Sarah Shropshire has really been that go-to person to kind of get them back going. And
there she is again on a tip through the block. And you're right. I mean, when things are going tough for the Cougars, number 6 is the one you want to set. Probably one of the most consistent players in the USA South. Maybe not as much power sometimes as Mangum or Montran, but she can put it down, and she can put it down at a high rate. Stevens, nice job to get to Shropshire, and all over it is Norris. And Mangum's pass a little bit too much, and the Pride put it down.
Going back to what you were talking about with the attacks from the Cougars, how versatile they are in the attacks. You got Mangum and Montran with the real power on the edges, but you also have, Morgan Barnes, who does a little bit of both. She can put it down with precision, but she can also put it down with a lot of power like we've seen early in the first set as well. And then you got Sarah Shropshire, who's really precise with their kills and puts down a lot of kills as well. So just that versatile attack for the Cougars has been something that works out very well for them so far in the season.
Kill there from Potts out wide for the Pride. Back within 6. This season winding down. This one of just 3. They'll have 2 more home games, the Cougars will, this weekend. A tri-match with NC Wesleyan and Meredith. And confusion there. That was Lauren Kunk who sent it over. Shropshire with the swing. Greensboro sends a free ball over. Shropshire gets to Stevens. Nice job by Stevens to stay out of the net, and diving effort from Lauren Mantle. Stevens out wide to Mangum. Mangum down. What a swing down the line.
Just talking about that power.
Whew. And that is tough to do, Chris. I mean, going down line or hitting it cross, but when you can hit a ball accurate down the line and catch that in line, that is big time.
You could have played that ball perfectly. I still don't think you could have got that ball up in the air the way she hit that ball as hard as she did and on the line like she did.
Yeah, right here you can see a nice step from Stevens, and boom, Mangum puts it down, finds that in line, and Mangum with quick hands there. Compton back set. Marlowe. That one sailed out of bounds from the back row attack of Greensboro. Partially blocked from Marlowe, and then what a play. Great effort by Montran to keep it alive. Mangum sent it over. And that one sails out of bounds. Turns out nicely for the Cougars there.
I got lost in the hits. I thought that was going to be a 4-hit call right there, but awesome play right there. Great hustle by the Cougars, able to keep that ball up, and it worked out in their favor in the long run. Compton back to serve. Excellent block right there by Morgan Barnes. We were just talking about her skills on the attack and for the offense for the Cougars, but that's something right there that she does huge for the Cougars as well, as getting up and getting her hands on the ball on the front line.
Norris has to just keep it in play. Free ball sent over for the Pride. Now Barnes down again. The Cougars are off and running here in set number 1. They've doubled up the score on the Pride.
And, it's almost like the Cougars heard us talking about talking about them earlier, talking about how they kind of struggled to get off going early in the first set, and they are on fire right now on both sides of the court. You know, defense and offense, they are on fire right now.
Montrum with a diving effort in play. Pride send it over. Barnes, quick hands there. Now out to Marlowe. Too much on that one. Sells it out of bounds. Now an ace from Haley Stout. Stout, a senior from Elon, North Carolina, Western Alamance High School.
She's from my neck of the woods, old Alamance County.
Really?
Yeah, I'm from Graham, North Carolina, so just about 15 minutes away, Western Alamance is.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Graham High School.
I gotcha. Pride with a kill there, trying to crawl back in this set as Stout goes back to serve again. That one sails out of bounds. And the Cougars side out, 2 points away from taking set number 1 here in the Grand Center tonight. Mangum, little floater sending it over. Trying to go cross court is Carly Euler. Sells it out of bounds. Well, never mind. What do I know? The line judge call that in, Chris?
I do not know. I think they're going to come over and discuss it right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe she thought there was a touch by the Cougar front line or she called it in. I'm not sure. We'll see the call here in just a second.
I think she was saying that it hit the line.
Yeah, it's out. So point
that
goes to
went
the
out.
Cougars. Yeah, they went to the VAR and double checked it and got the call correct. Trying to get the scores table back on track, and they do. Mangum looks to get us back underway. Another floater. Norris back set, swung on by the middle, and that one out again. And Averett takes set number 1, 25-15. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network.
What makes Averett special to me is the family-oriented and diverse background and communities. Here at Averett, we believe in one family, one team philosophy. As an RA, being able to guide people in the right direction and building a community helps me develop leadership. Also, being a leader on the football team and captain, it helps me guide people to be better each and every way.
Welcome back inside the Grant Center. Underway here for set number 2. The Pride start us off with a block on Nash. Look, that was Sarah Oates, joined by some other company. And the Pride out to a 1-0 lead. Well, that was out. So once again, I have no idea where the lines are. And Averett out to a 1-0 lead.
Cougars snuck away with one right there, barely getting the ball over the net, and it looked like the Pride was going to be able to make a play on that, but eventually could not get it over.
Ace from Lauren Montran. Another ace from Lauren Montran, back-to-back. Cougars out to a 4-0 lead. Gray gets it to Stevens. Stevens to Shropshire. Cross court goes Shropshire, and Norris is there. And free ball over from the Pride. Mangum with a tip. That one blocked. Mangum with another hand. And looks like Mangum hit it twice. I thought the first one was a block there, Chris.
I thought it was too. I was about to ask for you to kind of fill me in on that one, but
yeah, it looks like maybe it was Nash that hit it first and Mangum second, and then Mangum tried to hit it again, so it really wasn't a part of the block. Stevens does a nice job to get over. Mangum hits that one into the net, off the net a little bit.
The way Mangum hit that one, it looked like she was trying to get a little revenge on that last call, but it could not get over the net.
Point given right back to him. Abby Hancock sends that one into the net.
And Morgan Barnes checking back in for the Cougars.
Barnes puts it down off that pass, inaccurate pass from the Pride. That's almost a good comparison as a quarterback dropping back and seeing a blown coverage. You got somebody wide open downfield, you're licking your chops, and Barnes puts that one down.
Quick little drop back and just deliver the dime. That's all that was.
Tip there from the Pride. Side out. And we'll send back Sarah Oates to serve.
Cougars starting to slow up a little bit right here after starting 4-0.
Pride giving him another point there, sending that ball into the net. One and two of their last three matches are the Cougars. As Compton with an ace. That one surprised the Pride just a bit. Must have caught the end line.
I think it's safe to say that there's been a few calls so far that surprised a lot of people here tonight.
That one blocked by Barnes and Mangum. But the Cougars looking it back on track, like I said, 1 and 2 in their last three. Last week they traveled to Southern Virginia, who they beat here on this court in the Grant Center in 4 sets, who now Southern Virginia is looking like they'll have the 1 seed more than likely in the tournament. Lost to Southern Virginia and then had a tri-match over the weekend in Salem, Virginia, as Compton couldn't even get that one over the net. In the first match, they went up 2-0 against the William Peace Pacers and fell in 5 and then swept Salem. And now here we are on Thursday battling the Pride. Well, today is Thursday, right, Chris?
Today, I believe, is Thursday last time I checked.
I was just making sure. Saturday with the tri-match to end the year. And then more than likely, well, we'll have to see how the weekend shakes out to see who goes where on Tuesday for the tournament.
And, you know, this will make for an interesting tournament this year, just having all those powerhouses on the same side. And, you know, there is no really true prediction that you can put on who's going to be at the final dance. It's just, it can go either way with a lot of teams, so it'd be a very interesting tournament to say the least.
It really will. 2 hands there by the Cougars, and 9-5 is the score now. 9-6 as Haley Stout puts that one straight down. Danny Miller's going to call timeout. Cougars lead 9-6 in set number 2. We'll be right back on the Averett Sports Network.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Welcome back inside the Grant Center. Heath Barringer joined by Chris Richmond here on the Averett Sports Network. 9-6. Danny Miller needed a timeout. And Compton gets it to Barnes. Nice job to give her a chance. Diving effort by Greensboro. Play at the net. Now a rollover, but into the net from Haley Stout. And the Cougars get the side out of the timeout. But back to what you were talking about before the timeout, Chris. Yeah, the tournament, you know, it's going to be interesting. I mean, really haven't seen this much depth in the East in, maybe quite a few years. Southern Virginia in their first year looking like they're going to be the 1 seed. I mean, and they're going to be with the task of possibly in the first round as Marlowe gets blocked there, but it falls out of bounds. They might have to face Averett in the first round of the tournament.
In the first round of the tournament, a team that could easily
They have lost to this year.
They have lost the odds coming into the tournament. You know, we're so used to having tournaments that we're looking at Averett or William Peace, and that's going to be the 2 that's going to go all the way. But now with all 4 teams coming in as they are, it's going to make for some interesting volleyball.
It's going to be a fun one, that's for sure. I mean, right now it's SVU, Meredith, William Peace, and Averett in the 4 slot. So Tuesday they'll more than likely have to travel to SVU and face the 5 seed, and then turn around, and winner of that 4-5 will play the 1 SVU as Barnes gets blocked at the net. And then miscommunication. Looked like she was going to go set as Compton was ready to set, and she is a setter, and Barnes realizes that she should have just gotten out of the way, but she'll be just fine. The Greensboro Pride within 3 now.
I'd really like to see the Vegas odds of this tournament coming up.
They'd be everywhere, honestly. I mean, there ain't no telling. The whole East is just strong. I mean, if you look at the top 4 and their matchups, Averett has split with SVU, so has Meredith. William Peace is 0-2 against SVU, but 2-0 against Averett. They have split with Meredith, and Meredith beat Averett in the first matchup, and then they'll turn around and play them this Saturday. So that's going to be a massive matchup. Nash and Marlowe with a double block there. And
like you were saying, it could possibly be the match with Meredith, whether they split the conference championship or not.
Right. So it's going to be a good one. Barnes sends it over. Still got games to play throughout the weekend to get the final standings all set. Marlowe with a full swing. And Barnes has to come up and get the roll from the Pride. Now Montran all the way out wide. Dug up from Hancock. Sent over now Compton. Barnes sets up Marlowe and puts it down. Barnes with the assist. (14-8) now, and Barnes will go back to serve. Compton to Nash in the middle, down from the sophomore. Another one of those players you talked about earlier last year, came in as a freshman, got plenty of playing time, And boy, has she been a key pivotal role in the Cougar season this year. Barnes sails that one out of bounds. Almost caught the end line, but not enough.
You know, those hits like that so far are really keeping me on the edge of my seat. You know, how much they've either gone in or out based off the calls. So definitely still had some faith that that one was going to catch the back line. And another monster hit right there by Emma Nash again.
The Cougars starting to roll here in set number 2 as Stevens and Shropshire check back in. That one off the block of Montran and Nash and falls in. That sends back the setter, Mackenzie Norris. Montran in the net, though, are the Pride. I believe that was Sarah Oates. That was going to be a tough one to dig up for Montran anyways. That one sailed out of bounds from a back row attack, and Norris tried to do what she could to send up one of her hitters, and that'll cause a Pride timeout. Cougars 18, Greensboro 10 here in set number 2. We'll be right back on the Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
Welcome back here inside the Grant Center, Danville, Virginia on this Thursday night. I know we've got Kyler Murray and Aaron Rodgers here in a bit, but right now we've got the Cougars in the Pride in a USA South matchup. Gray gets the free ball, and now Nash in the middle, blocked. Nice job by the Pride to come out of the timeout and side out. Addie Haywood checking in for Greensboro. She'll go back to serve. The Pride down by a touchdown here in set number 2. Mantra on the serve receive. Nice job getting to Stevens. Nash in the middle. A diving effort. The Pride can't keep it alive.
That right there was a scary one as she dived for that ball. I thought that she was going to catch the bottom step there of the bleachers in the Grant Center as she kept sliding, but luckily she was able to pull off just in time, and you got to appreciate hustle like that, trying to make a play for your team. The true definition of putting your body on the line right there.
Shropshire doing a nice job just getting it over. A roll from Stout, and she'll get the kill. Back to a 7-point lead for the Cougars. That one sailed out of bounds from Oaks. If you're Greensboro in this ball game, that is not what you want to do. You can't have errors on yourself against a talented team like the Cougars.
And especially how well they're playing up front, you know, putting down the kills. You definitely do not want to be giving them points to add on top of that.
In the net I believe is a call, but
Pretty sure that was on number 23, Zamaya Mangum.
okay, he held up. I thought he held up 22, and I was like, Nash is not on the floor, but yeah, got to be Mangum.
I thought I caught the 3 there at the end.
Ace there from Lauren Kunke. Mangum there on the serve receive. Compton to Barnes in the middle. Barnes sells that one out of bounds.
The Pride here inching back, narrowing down the lead 2-5 for the Cougars.
A nice set all the way out to Marlowe, but dug up by the back row of the Pride. That one blocked by Barnes and Marlowe. And a dump. Compton's there to keep it alive. In the net, 15 Morgan Barnes, I believe.
Four-point lead now for the Cougars.
Barnes puts that one down, makes up for it.
It looked like she was able to get up and hit that ball. It wasn't even on top of the net. It looked like it was on the Greensboro side. But when she was able to get up, get her hand over, and not touch the net, that was impressive.
Montran can't handle that one. Haley Stout with the kill. And then she'll go back to serve for the Pride now. Stout sells that one out of bounds after the Pride inch within 4. The lead goes back to 5, and all Averett needs is 3 points to take set number 2. Tip there from Hancock. Now Marlowe, nice job finding the back line.
Sniped that one. Ball had a little bit of top spin on that one off the kill attempt and was able to roll in and catch the back corner. That was impressive as well.
(24-17), back to a touchdown lead, and 1 point is all the Cougars need to go up 2-0 here tonight.
You know, it's interesting to see how much respect everybody in, you know, the USA South when it comes to volleyball, how much respect they have for Coach Danny Miller. You know, on that last hit right there, I kind of seen the coach look over and was like, whoa, was that not in? And, you know, Danny Miller looked and he was like, nah, it was about this much. And he was like, okay.
Yeah, right.
And took what he said. You know, you don't see that a lot coming between coaches, but, you know, like we mentioned before, 27 seasons and 14 conference championships, there ain't much to argue with.
That comes a long way. That's right. Averett takes set number 2. They're up 2-0 here in the Grand Center. We'll be right back for set number 3 here on the Averett Sports Network. Set number 3 on the way here in the Grant Center. Heath Barringer joined by Chris Richmond here on the Averett Sports Network. And the Cougars up 2-0. Chris, what do you think the Pride need to do if they want to extend this match?
You know, one of the things I've noticed so far in the first 2 sets, one thing they certainly going to have to do if they want to extend it is not give away so many points to the Cougars. You know, we're seeing a lot of serves either hit the net or go out, and we're seeing a lot of kills, you know, not on track for the Pride. So that's definitely the number one thing you want to fix, especially going against the Cougars playing as well they are tonight. You definitely do not want to give them points.
Destiny McIntosh now in the game for the Cougars. Gray's going to bump it out to Shropshire. Cross court goes Shropshire, dug up by Norris. Stevens with the dig. Shropshire again, that one a little too close to the net from Gray. She'll send it out to Montran this time. That one blocked, and Gray kept it alive. Now McIntosh keeps it alive. Nice job by Destiny McIntosh. Blocked by McIntosh and Montran.
That was a little rally right there. Nice effort right there by Erin Gray, though, to get her hand down and get that ball just enough in the air to make a play. And, you know, it worked out for the Cougars with a big block there.
And miscommunication by the Pride, and no emotion from Destiny McIntosh right there. Makes a diving effort and then has a block with Montran, and everybody's fired up. She's like, you know what? This is what I do, okay?
Yeah. And, you know, that's one of the things that comes with being a player. You know, you get hype of things that hype you up. But, you know, if you're doing things that hype other people up but you feel like they're normal things, you're not going to get hyped. So that's kind of that baller mentality, that kind of Black Mamba Kobe mentality right there.
That's what I do. And Stevens back to serve again. Averett off to a field goal lead to start set number 3. A tip of the net, blocked, but kept alive by the Pride. It looks like the net was moving a bit, but no call. Shropshire down the line, dug up. But nobody home after that. Nice job by Laura Mantle just to be there from Shropshire's swing, and nobody over to corral it.
And that's the second point so far out of the 4 early in this one that they just let the ball drop. There was nobody there to play the ball, and like I mentioned before, that's definitely not what you want to do with the Cougars, especially with how they're playing tonight offensively.
Back row attack. Deason's there to keep it alive. Back set to Shropshire. Another kill.
You know, I'm convinced that the Cougars got a tablet or something down there watching the stream, because ever since we said something about them starting off slow, every last one of the sets have been on fire. So
off to a 6-0 run here in set number 3. The Pride take a timeout. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot. Just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games. So it makes it a really fun environment.
Stevens sends it back over, back underway after the Pride timeout. And they side out. So if you're head coach Kevin Troop, that's what you want to see after you call timeout. 6-1 ball game now. Carly Euler sends it over. McIntosh in the middle. Puts that one into the net with her first attempt of the ball game. Tip from Montran. And that one rolled into the net from Haley Stout.
She slaps a floor right there because she's frustrated. She knows knows that she could have had one right there, but you come off the side of her hand a little bit right there. And I know that's one she definitely wishes she could get back right there.
And Montran couldn't get the roll off the net, bounces and comes right back over.
So since the timeout so far, the Pride is 3-1 right here. So definitely a good timeout, like you said.
Oaks sends it over. Back set to Shropshire, and she puts it down. You know, Chris, you know how NBA 2K, they have the same, animations after hit a three or anything? I think Shropshire has the exact same animation after every kill. But it's just as consistent as she is with her swing.
It's super consistent, and, it's like she's as enthusiastic after every one. She has 293 kills on the season, and after every kill, she's as enthusiastic. So
that's right.
You can tell that she just loves being out there and playing volleyball. And being a senior as well, she's definitely going out there and getting all she can with these last few games.
Yeah, so once you hit that senior year, I always think maybe what if for the years before, and then now you're trying to get everything you can. And Barnes with a block at the net. A roll on the net for a second, but falls on the Pride side.
I know she's looking for a good wrap to her, career here at Averett, winning 2 rings, coming in, having some very good volleyball teams before, coming kind of putting the cherry on the top coming out of the senior year. So I know they're looking forward to the tournament, making things shake with potentially them being the 4 seed coming in.
Right. Nash sends out and out of bounds. Fun fact, actually, coming out of high school, Shropshire, her decision came down to here at Averett and William Peace. And it was going to be my sister Nicole Behringer's first year at Peace. They ended up winning the regular season. But after that, obviously Sarah and the Cougars have had their success. And probably a win-win either way. Either way you wanted to go there. But
and it's no shocker that the 2 teams that came down to is 2 established programs, a very good volleyball player, and good players are going to try to play at good colleges and good coaches. So
and there's no mistake that both coaches happen to be Averett graduates.
No mistake there.
Greensboro sides out. That sends Lauren Mantle, a sophomore, back to serve, the libero for the Pride. 4-point ball game here in set number 3. Montran partially blocked by the Pride. Now Euler into the net.
And looking at this third set right here, if you take away the miscues from the Pride so far in this one, it would probably be either tied or within 1 or 2 points.
Right. That one put down hard by the middle, Sarah Oaks, a junior from Marion, Virginia. Now Mackenzie Norris goes back to serve. 4-point ball game. McIntosh in the middle, sails it out of bounds. Decent, nice job on the serve receive. Montran a bit out wide from Compton. Now Norse. Out wide to Euler, picked up by the Cougars. Dump from Compton. 2 hands is going to be the call. Sometimes when the setter tries to send a dump over, they try to get a little too cute, and it's real, simple. Just want to keep your same motion, but that time Compton tried to be sweet with it, and 2 hands was the call. Montran gets her back on track with a kill, and Stevens and Shropshire set to come back in.
And, asking for a friend, what would be the difference between, a good dump and a 2 hands call like what just happened?
Well, 2 hands can be called on a set. It can be called on, really anything on the floor. It's for the longest time, McIntosh with a big block there. Back up at the net, can't win that one. But for the longest time, I really had no idea until my sister explained it to me. Obviously, Hall of Fame setter here, the coach at Peace now, but it's when you go to have the set, it's when the ball touches each hand once. So not simultaneously, the ball's coming off your hands and looking clean. Normally you can tell by the rotation. The rotation of the ball will really give you the hint if it comes off a hand at different times. It'll have some type of spin there. Shropshire sends it out of bounds. But 2 hands is just when you go up and maybe your right hand's a little ahead of your left and it twists a little bit, that's 2 hands. So normally right there where Compton wants to send a dump over, and an ace there from the Pride, Carly Euler, you want to get your hands simultaneously. When you're trying to dump it to the right, sometimes your left or your right hand gets a little ahead and rotation comes off a little bit, and an easy call for the up ref. But we've got a tie ball game here as Montran puts that one down to break the tie.
And I was just about to say I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen a timeout call from Coach Danny Miller, because right there, the Pride was on a 12-point to 6 run against the Cougars since that timeout, kind of flipping the score a little bit from that first part of the third set as they hit it out right there.
So tie ball game and back-to-back points there from the Cougars. Montran kill and an error from the Pride. Stevens out wide to Nash. Dug up by the back line of the Pride, but right back to him. Down by Nash this time.
Almost identical hits right there. First one got dug up. She got the opportunity again. She was like, all right, I'm going to test you again. See if you can dig this one up, and was able to put that one down.
Yeah, nothing doing there for the Pride on that one. Montran, a laser beam. Now Norris out wide, blocked by McIntosh and Shropshire. Stout this time, blocked again.
We mentioned it before, but it was funny to see again. It looked like everybody on the court for the Cougars was hype about that play, but Destiny McIntosh was sitting there unfazed again.
Hey, this is what I do. Partially blocked, kept it alive, now Nash.
If you're a basketball fan, you know that's almost that D. Rose look. Hit a buzzer beater, win the game, and not even look phased. Like, nope. This is what I do, like you said.
Yep, fantastic play by the Cougars there to keep it alive. A tip, Montran's there. Stevens with a dump and finds the hardwood. A 5-0 run after the game was tied up at 12 now for the Cougars. Norris sets stout and finds the end line, and finally the Pride side out, and Oaks goes back to serve.
Cougars almost losing their momentum they had from the first 2 sets and the start of the third set, and then they kind of find themselves back in their own playing like they were earlier.
Nash blocked there. Looked like Katrina O'Neill, along with Natalie Rausinski. Back to a 3-point ball game. Gray gets it up to Shropshire. What a set from Aaron Gray. Right on cue is Shropshire.
And that was excellent effort right there by Oaks to try to get under that ball. But like we said, that precision, she seen the back left side of the court wide open, and she went straight for it.
Back set from Stevens there, not accurate enough for Shropshire. That's going to be a tough set there, though. I mean, she's running all the way to her left, trying to get a back set all the way back out to Shropshire.
Almost going for that no look right there, trying to place it perfectly.
Right. It's a tough thing to do. Mantra on the serve receive. Stevens to Barnes now with a tip. A nice, smart play by Morgan Barnes. Compton back in. The lefty will send it over. Mantle on the serve receive. Stout, the swing. Montran's there. Back set to Marlowe. Marlowe full swing, blocked. Montran can't get there.
Coming in for the Pride, it's going to be number 12, Brantley.
Back to serve, Haley Stout. Gray gets it to Compton. Compton to Barnes, blocked.
That hit right there had potential to be a hard one right there.
Yeah, that's big time block by the Pride, and the Cougars miscommunication, can't get it back over. Stout with the jump serve. Mantra on the serve receive. Nash blocked. The Pride within one now here in set number 3. Pancake by the Pride. Oh no. I thought that was a clean pancake, and they're going to call a kill for the Cougars. Kevin Troop and his assistant, Ethan Moore, not very excited with that one.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that call either. That looked like it was a good pancake.
Yeah, the up judge is going to call his officials in. They're going to have to talk about this one. I mean, that it looked like a clean pancake to me.
It looked almost as clean as it's going to get.
Right.
But
the only thing I can think of is, you know, the hand was to the left of the ball maybe. And the ball hit the ground and just popped up. I'm not entirely sure, but it looked clean to me. 2018, this is a big point. It goes to the Pride. Or did they?
I believe that they're going to replay.
Yeah, redo.
Yeah.
They do have those in volleyball, so we'll try it again. But really, that's a tough momentum breaker for the Pride. I mean, it looks like they were going to get that point, and it was a fantastic play. Ball sails out of bounds.
You know, the Pride said that's a good ball don't lie moment right there.
Yep, and Danny Miller's going to call timeout. Tie ball game here inside the Grant Center. 19 on set number 3. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network.
Being a student athlete at Averett and being an RA, it is very time consuming, but it has gotten me, I'm much more involved than I was last year. I have really good relationships with all my residents that I didn't have before, and the student athlete, it's nice to be able to relate with my teammates and other student athletes. I'm kind of in the middle ground, so I get both sides, make those connections with both groups.
Well, Danny Miller had seen enough here in set number 3 and want to call timeout, looking for his team to side out as Haley Stout goes back to serve for the Pride. We're all tied up.
And you know, the beginning of this set was the best set that the Cougars opened up with, you know, starting with a 6-0. And ever since that timeout by the Pride in the third set, things have been kind of shaky. You know, Cougars threw in a 5-0 run right there, but the Pride able to inch it right back. And now they have the ball game tied.
Stevens out to Nash. That one blocked. And out of the timeout, the Pride get a block. Danny Miller still not happy. 5 points away is Greensboro from forcing set number 4. Jump serve from Stout. Barnes picks it up, back set to Nash. Nash through the block this time. Nash sends it over. Back to a tie ball game. Nice play by the Pride just to keep it alive and nobody home for the Cougars. That's a big confidence booster right there for Greensboro. Mantell sends it over. Oswald on serve receive. Barnes in the middle, down hard. That's what they needed right there. Barnes will go back to serve. Averett looking to get out of here in 3 sets. Pride still trying to stay alive. Almost an ace from Barnes there. Now McIntosh in the middle, just a tip and fantastic spot from Destiny McIntosh. Cougars back in the lead. Mantell on serve receive. Just had to be punched over by Oaks and it goes out of bounds. Greensboro is going to take a timeout. Cougars lead 23-21, looking to close it out. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network.
What makes Averett special to me is the family-oriented and diverse background and communities. Here at Averett, we believe in one family, one team philosophy. As an RA, being able to guide people in the right direction and building a community helps me develop leadership. Also, being a leader on the football team and captain, it helps me guide people to be better each and every way.
Away from closing this match out in 3 sets. And into the net goes Barnes out of timeout. That's exactly what Troop wanted. His team to side out, back within 1. Now we'll send back Mackenzie Norris, who we talked about pregame. Outstanding setter for the Pride. Comes with a jump serve. Gray on the serve receive. Stevens all the way out to Montran. Partially blocked. The Pride keep it alive. And tipped there, but Deason's there on the back line. Now McIntosh off the net from Stevens. Just has to send it over. Deason with the diving effort. Can't keep it alive. And Miller's wanting to talk to Stevens real quick after that sent to McIntosh that wasn't accurate. And we've got a tie ball game. Stevens out wide to Montran, a bit off the net. Diving effort from Mantell to keep it alive. Now Euler, Deason with the dig. Stevens has to roll it over. Oaks in the middle, blocked by McIntosh. Kept alive by the Pride. Gray gets it to Stevens. Stevens out wide to Mantra. Blocked, but out of bounds. Averett a point away. And the freshman Kinsley Stevens back to serve. Tip from the Pride. Shropshire's there. Out wide to Montran. And that's it. Averett takes the match in 3, 25-23 in the set number 3. And the Cougars move to 21-7 on the year, 11-5 in the USA South. Greensboro 14-16 overall, 6-10 now in the USA South. Upcoming events for the Cougars Saturday, action-packed. Football's on the road, volleyball with a tri-match here. Cross country, the USA South Conference meet, and men's soccer battling Maryville in the conference tournament. But Chris, this weekend is going to be huge for the USA South East Division seeding-wise.
Oh, yeah. Especially with that tri-match, you know, coming in, like we mentioned before, Meredith coming in with a potential spot to split the regular season conference matchup. And, you know, Averett coming in, potential 4th seed. Things could get shaken up with that. And we're, like you mentioned before, we're in the makings of potentially seeing a first-round SVU and Averett matchup, which will be a crazy matchup, especially for the first round. So
it really will. Things shaping up in the East Division of the USA South volleyball-wise. Want to say thank you for joining us here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Heath Beringer and Chris Richmond signing off.